When the whole world was running after electric vehicles, when Tesla, BYD and other companies were trying to beat each other in the EV race, Honda made such a move that it shook the foundation of the entire EV industry. Honda has made an engine that is being discussed across the global market. Now the question is, has Honda really made something that will force battery-operated cars to think, is the dream of EVs about to end now? And what is so special about this engine that is making it a game-changer for the whole world? This is not just any ordinary engine, this is the hybrid monster of the future, a combination of both petrol power and electric efficiency. No hassle of charging, no tension about batteries, only strong performance, low fuel cost, and long range. So now the question arises, should Elon Musk be afraid? Are big companies like BYD going to have sleepless nights? In this video, we will tell you the whole truth about Honda's revolutionary engine, its technology, the thinking behind it, and how it can change the entire EV world. So, before you move ahead in the video, subscribe to the channel so that you can be the first to see such amazing updates. Before knowing about Honda's new engine, let's learn a little about Honda itself. Let's go back to the time when cars and bikes were just beginning to gain speed in the world, and Japan was moving toward a technological revolution. There was a man in that era, Soichiro Honda. He was not the son of a wealthy father but belonged to a poor family. Yet he had a passion to create something that would change the world. He left his studies, but his love for engineering never diminished. At a young age he started working in a car garage, and from there, Honda's journey began. So, initially, Soichiro Honda started out making piston rings, but, he just kept failing again and again. Still, he did not give up. After facing so many rejections, his products finally caught the attention of Japanese companies. Then, the Second World War hit, and well, it ruined everything. The factory was destroyed. The situation got even worse, but Honda showed courage once again. After the war, when everything seemed over, Soichiro Honda began installing motors in bicycles, and from there, Honda Motor Company was born. This was not a big start, but just an idea that grew bigger with hard work. Slowly, Honda began making motorcycles, ones that were not only cheap but also durable and powerful. In 1958, the Honda Super Cub was launched. This bike created a stir not only in Japan but across the world. It sold so well that even today it's counted among the best-selling motorcycles in the world. From here, Honda gained momentum. After this, Honda entered the world of cars. They started making vehicles in the 1960s, and in 1972, the Honda Civic entered the market, an affordable, reliable, and fuel-efficient car that became the choice of every middle-class family. Then came the Honda Accord, which left a strong mark in the US and European markets. People understood that Honda was a name they could trust. The special thing about Honda was that they never made cars just for show. They focused on technology, mileage, low maintenance, and customer needs above all. This is why names like Honda Activa and Honda City have become household names even in countries like India. As the world changed, Honda also changed. They tried their hand at hybrid cars, worked on hydrogen fuel cell technology, and even developed air taxis and robots. Yes, they may have seemed a little behind other companies in the EV race, but the step they have taken now with the hybrid engine can really surprise everyone. Today, Honda is not just a car company, it is a brand, a name of trust. People from every class and every corner of the world have driven Honda cars. And it all started with the dream of one man, Soichiro Honda, who used to repair cars himself. Now that Honda has presented this new engine to the world, it is important to know the history, because when someone who started from zero brings something new, it means something big is about to happen. So let's now find out what is in this new engine of Honda that can shake the EV industry. How is this engine different from all the others? The biggest question is, why is this new engine of Honda so different from other engines? Is there really something in it that is going to give sleepless nights to EV companies like Tesla? And if it is just a hybrid engine, then why is there so much commotion about it? So, let's get straight to the point and without beating around the bush, explain why this Honda engine is called the Hyper Hybrid and how far ahead it is compared to all other engines. It has a powerful 2-liter Atkinson cycle petrol engine, and 2 electric motors are attached to it. One motor drives the car, and the other charges the battery. The special thing is that the car runs on the electric motor most of the time. The petrol engine is activated only when needed at high speed or during fast acceleration. That is, Honda is not just manufacturing cars from Japan and selling them to the world, but is trying to set up its own factories in every big market like America, India, and Thailand and do production there. This will reduce the price, save taxes, and customers will also get better local service. Honda is not in a hurry but is very carefully planned for the long haul. First, it tested in Japan, then entered the United States and Europe, and is now focusing on emerging markets like India. This shows that Honda is not just selling vehicles but wants to take this hyper-hybrid technology to the whole world under a smart global expansion strategy. Now the most interesting question is this: should Tesla, BYD and other EV companies really be afraid of Honda? Can this new hyper-hybrid engine of Honda give them sleepless nights? So the answer is simple: yes, and to a great extent, yes. Because if this engine comes into mass production and reaches people in a cheap, durable and reliable way, then it can become a big blow for EV companies. Look, what is the biggest strength of EV companies? A good option for the environment, a silent drive, and freedom from petrol and diesel. But EV also has its biggest weaknesses, like expensive batteries, long charging times, low range in cold places, and poor infrastructure. And Honda has caught hold of these weaknesses and attacked them. Their hyper-hybrid engine has emerged as an option that not only competes with EVs, but is also better than them in many cases. Now think about it for a second. If there's a car out there that runs as quietly as an electric vehicle, gives you the power of a petrol car, and, doesn't come with the hassle of charging, why would people still go for pure EVs? This system from Honda actually charges the battery as you drive. The mileage is impressive and even the maintenance costs are lower than what you'd get with an EV. So obviously a lot of folks who were considering an electric vehicle might now turn their attention back to hybrids. Brands like Tesla and BYD, they're dominating the electric vehicle market right now, but honestly they're totally dependent on batteries. Their cars are all about tech and performance. But for most people, it's really about affordability and practical use. And that's exactly where Honda has hit the mark. Sure, BYD has its own plug-in hybrids, but Honda's hyper-hybrid technology is, well, 2 steps ahead because you don't need to charge it, and there aren't any of those range worries you get with EVs. And let's not forget, Tesla hasn't even entered the hybrid game yet. Still, it's not just about the technology, right? Honda's real genius move is its timing and its deep understanding of what global consumers actually need. Even though the electric vehicle industry is clearly the way forward, its widespread adoption is being slowed down by some pretty real present-day obstacles. Honda isn't turning its back on an electric future. Instead, it's offering a smart, practical bridge that tackles today's worries while keeping efficiency and lower emissions front and center. This hyper-hybrid system is a direct solution for millions of drivers who are environmentally conscious but are not yet ready to fully commit to the EV lifestyle. They may live in apartments without dedicated charging ports, frequently take long road trips where charging infrastructure is sparse, or simply cannot afford the premium price tag of a long-range electric vehicle. For them, Honda's engine offers the best of both worlds. They can experience electric-like driving in the city without ever worrying about being stranded with a dead battery. Furthermore, Honda's established manufacturing and service network is a colossal advantage that new EV companies are still years away from building. A customer in a smaller city might hesitate to buy a Tesla due to concerns about maintenance and repair accessibility. But a Honda? There is likely a trusted dealership or service center just a short drive away. This existing infrastructure lowers the barrier to entry for the consumer and provides a sense of security that a newer brand cannot immediately match. Therefore, the threat to pure EV companies is not that Honda is killing the electric car. The threat is that Honda is successfully capturing the vast and valuable middle ground of the market, the cautious adopter. They are providing a compelling reason for buyers to delay their full transition to electric. This forces companies like Tesla and BYD to accelerate their efforts to solve EV's core weaknesses, bringing down battery costs drastically, deploying ultra-fast charging networks much more widely, and improving real-world range consistency, especially in extreme climates. The competition is no longer just between electric vehicles, it is now between a fully electric future and a transitional hybrid one. Honda has just fired a massive shot in that battle, and the entire auto industry must now respond. So if Honda launches its hyper-hybrid cars worldwide with good pricing and smart marketing, then the customers of EV companies may slowly shift. The real fear is that Honda is a brand that people already trust. From Honda Activa to Civic and City, every car has made its mark in the market. And now if the same brand is coming up with high mileage, smart technology, and a low-maintenance hybrid system, then new companies like Tesla and BYD are bound to be worried. If Honda's hyper-hybrid engine starts being made on a large scale and is easily accessible to the common people, then it can cause a big stir in the EV market. People will definitely look for the hybrid option before buying an EV, and EV companies will have to rethink their strategy.